Tenryou Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that—
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information, but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing, we all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm— yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed it.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to— nuh-uh! She lost to us! Paimon's not scared. Paimon's just, you know, a little concerned.
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad— A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see—
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has—
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Ina. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the—
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh, okay.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the— If things carry on like this, people will start to—
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition. Thank you very much.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the show. Let's take a trip to the Grand—
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as— Still, your answer has put me in a good— So tell me, what is the—
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then, the rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will. So—
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that— The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see— Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns— A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what— I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please— Oh, and don't forget to return the pass—
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from—
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty— Wait, this is authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! What? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange.
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest...
Paimon gets it. So this is... But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't it? She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like...
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I am currently unwilling to deal with any business.
What?
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see. It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so
So, is the Shogun broken?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution, as I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make it—
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against— For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily—
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control?
Huh? Okay, well...
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing
You can fix it!
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically Yes, that's it. I'm not making it—
It's fine! Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way— But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste just for the sake.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put on, and who knows, a change of scenery.
You mean leave the plane of euthymia? It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, all right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a...
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about.
Tour guides?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how...
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite...
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be...
So, what do we do now?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. That's...
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of... Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, the focus is not just the taste, but also the...
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it.
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with...
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I
Why do I feel like she's different than I... Actually, it came to me by chance.
A friend was catering once and made too many dango, but there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And so I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise,
A chance combination.
the almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly.
Nice. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as...
Well,
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's... I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just...
No, almighty Shogun.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out. Oh, I would No. No need. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than... By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really...
Sure, let's go and have a look.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instruction?
No, not at all.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management?
She just wants to browse your book.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to...
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all...
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again.
In principle, you're absolutely right.
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain.
Well, okay then. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just don't take them too serious.
Okay. Let's... Huh. I know every individual word in these books' titles. So, take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly... It's so long. Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating sunsettias?
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? What's the point of... Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does the...
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some...
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm...
All right, leave it to us. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart. Right! Yeah, it's just that the plot is really gripping. With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda... Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author... Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff... strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character so determined... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Goodness. Are people in Liu, even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents? Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commission.
He's a fictional character. What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly?
A doesn't seem so what do you think of Yai Publishing House's... Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, in accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed. I disagree with your point of view. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some... Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another...
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been... This may be an everyday occurrence for you. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it.
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to...
Take a photo?
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic...
So...
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this...
Okay. So what exactly is... I see. So in other words, I need to... the more I think about it, the more How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming natural. Casual. How about this? This feels cool. Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment. It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the...
Wow. This is astonishing, but she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but the pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the back.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling. So, the one in this photo, if it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is...
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into...
So then, who does that make you?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I think I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
In that case, this picture is one of your
So even I, who seeks eternity, then how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from... You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept, but it would be incorrect to conclude from this that both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing a... Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like Ace, and that means that we've done a really great job as...
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting... Oh, that sounded like Ippei.
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou?
Yep, let's find out what's going... Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if...
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from... In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found some... But for some reason, today... I'm...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is current...
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at...
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters.
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithful.
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have... I've searched all over the city. He really hasn't returned yet. Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venture... No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come...
What do you think?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started...
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the... Let me mark out the location of the base for you. One with nature.
Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't...
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan... There is no escape! Transfixed!
To the very...
Why are there Ronin? This is a Tenryou Commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
To the very final... To the very...
Illusion shattered!
My blade!
Insolent! Now you shall perish!
Very... get down to business.
There is no overruled.
Finally, What a lucky day. My blade.
Shine down.
How's this? Very high. To the ferry. What a lucky day.
Illusion shattered.
Blade bam. To the ferry. Let's get down to business.
There is no escape.
Overruled. To the ferry. To the ferry. Boom. Very high.
Illusion shattered.
How's this? To the ferry.
There is no escape.
Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Cut down. Like this.
It's Kujo Kamaji! But who's he with?
Stay back. I will deal with this.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and.
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just a...
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back on...
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be...
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant...
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou Commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryou Commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first... Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your... Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to... Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me. Does not a single person...
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against...
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan. Just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, you may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of—
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a success, however, Following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the.
As you instruct, so it shall be done.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I wanted to.
Time to go. Compared to the storms I've encountered,
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji. I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see the Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the. He has shown me how some things remain the same. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out of.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past still. I will give them a little more time. After all, the Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still, as I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that, but I've made up my mind. So I will do. This has certainly been a memorable series of.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission and the people in the city. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for such. Also, please stop making it. Okay. I'm ready to head back. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any
Okay, see you next time. Considering a lot of what happened was pretty. The only thing left to do is return the past.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Miko, we're back! We had a great.
Did you know? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to. That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even. Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again.
What? But she said she doesn't.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, but you don't belong to this world.